Hello again, everybody. It's Greg from Losers of Initiative. This is me attempting to get to the moon part 2. So, after playing last week, I decided that I was not satisfied with leaving our man stranded in the middle of space. So what we're going to do now is we're going to attempt to get to the moon and land on the moon. I did a couple things off stream. We were able to orbit the moon and make it back successfully. And there was a couple of EVA things you can do on Kerbal that gives you a little bit of science. It wasn't anything crazy, but so now we're up to a couple of bigger things. We have some bigger fuel systems. We have some heavy rocketry engines and such, and we have some landing gear, which is important for landing on the moon. So we're going to start building our rocket to get to the moon now and land. And hopefully we'll be successful this time. I say hopefully to be optimistic. I already don't know where things are. I still haven't learned where things are any better, so deal with it. Another thing we unlocked that's pretty exciting that we're going to use actually this launch is under the science. There's this it's experiment storage unit. So what it allows us to do is any experiments we take while we're up there, we can actually store them all in this container, and then we can disconnect all those modules, and those modules don't have to make it back with us. So it'll make our payload much lighter, and we can just protect this specific unit. So I'm going to use that. We're going to put 2 of the other science modules in here. What I want to do is take one in a low orbit of the moon, and then take one on the surface of each of these. So those should all be fine. We need to put... I want to put a battery in here. Just one for some power. Another thing I have that... I'm going to need that in a minute. Another thing that I have is relatively cheatery, but I'm bad at this game and dumb, so I can't help it. This is a module I put in. It's called MechJeb. It's actually a mod you can download. I'll show you. Basically what it'll do is it'll give us an actual distance to the surface while landing, to hopefully potentially not get us killed. So, parachute. The other thing we need is we need the... click every single thing. I was on the same one. Reaction wheel to help with stability. Okay. Now what we want is we need that, and I'm actually going to put radio mount parachutes on the side of this. In case it somehow detaches, then at least it's got parachutes that'll hopefully get our science back down. Okay, so this will be, without that part, this will be our return module that will hopefully survive. I doubt it. Nope. Want the smaller decoupler. And then what we're going to want to do is, this is another new module we got off stream. It's a Science Junior Bay, so what it does is it'll allow us to do a different kind of research. So again, we're going to put a couple of those on there. And they're kind of a pain to bring back down, and also looking at them, their impact is only 6 meters a second, so you got to be going pretty darn slow to not have them destroy on you. So what we'll do is we'll detach those after we store it in our little unit we have. So this will all kind of be one stage here. Alright, the exciting part is this is our LT400 fuel tank. As you can see the size of that. We unlocked this X200, which is quite big. it holds 720 fuel, liquid fuel, whereas the LT200, our old one, was 180. So we can get a lot more fuel out of this, which will get us a lot better without stacking a million of those and getting them all wobbly structurally. Okay, so that's going to be our... What do we need here? We're going to land. So we're going to need 4 of these struts. And these bad boys, a concern I have with these bad boys is they don't quite extend far enough. So we're going to get as absolute low as possible on these. I think they just barely extend past the... Retract them. Okay. Should be what we look like when we land. I'm going to take the big decoupler. Same thing, just bigger for these bigger fuel tanks. Let's go ahead and move this up. Alright, so this part is going to get us around the moon. I want to do some radial decouplers. Actually, what I'm going to do is let's do 1. We're just going to get the gist of it. We also unlocked, exciting with our new fuel. I should show you this. So this was our big one. This was our very first ever. And then it went to this one. And then it went to this one. We have now unlocked that one. So that's what we're going to use, because I see no reasons as to why not to. It's going to be too high, though. Let's take it down here. Perfect. Aerodynamic. We want to put a cone on this. And I'm going to want to put a fin. Pow! Okay, so now what we're going to do is click right here. I'm going to take it to 6. Alright, game. No need to be ridiculous. I'm going to try and stagger the legs if I can. I don't think it matters, but... The other thing we unlocked is some strut connectors. These will connect to this rocket to help with our stability. Should be okay. And the last thing we unlocked is these bad boys, which just help with our initial launch. Yeah, that's about as on the ground as you can get. We'll go up just a little bit more, just to make sure. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright, so let's stage it. I don't know if this is going to make it or not, but let's stage it. So all 6 of those will drop when all of these launch, so they can all be on the single stage. And we'll drop those off when we engage this engine, so we'll keep those together. Then we will drop... Oh, that would have been bad. That wasn't the right one. Okay. We want to drag this down. There we go. And then that'll drop when that engages. Perfect. That'll engage, and then really all these parachutes at once, but I'm going to put the radials. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's name it. We're going to actually save and name this thing. Moon Lander. Save. The last thing I wanted to look at before we do anything crazy is for our landing struts. We need to keep an eye on this. So our maximum tolerance here is 12 meters a second on impact. So when coming in on the moon, we need to make sure that we stay under that 12 meters. All right. Let's take this thing to the launch and see what happens. So what you'll see here, This is the whole MechJeb thing. So MechJeb is full. It's a mod full of tons of crap. I don't use any of that. I just need the surface info, which is what this is. The only thing I look at here is the true altitude. So like right now, you know, it's saying 80.7, but this true altitude is 8.2 because of, you know, if you land on mountains and stuff, it's just kind of a pain. So that's why we need it for when we get on the moon. So we'll just leave that there for now. The other thing we're going to do today is we're going to do a very weird moon launch, but this works really well. So instead of orbiting like we were doing before, we're basically going to line up our ship to where we're about there, about 2 o'clock maybe, give or take. 2 o'clock from, we're going to go a little bit further, from the moon. And what we're going to do is just shoot straight up. And by the time we hit to where the moon should be, it should have come around by then. So let's turn on SAS. Hold it true right in the center. Make sure everything's good to go. And let's launch it. Oh, there's some wobble. Oh, there's some wobble. Oh, there's some wobble. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to push escape. We're going to go to revert flight. We're going to revert to assembly. That was all planned. Ugh. So let's put some more struts on this bad boy, huh? We're going to attach them to each other. And we're also going to attach the bottom. Oh crap, it's not on 6 times. There it goes. Whoops. Did it do it on this one? Nope, it didn't. Good thing we noticed that, or else only these 2 rockets would have been held together. We're going to save it again. And we're going to launch it again. Now we have to reline up the moonshot again. Damn. Every time you load to this screen, it doesn't... Space is hard. Let's go a little bit further. How's that look? No, let's go a little bit further. That's a little bit better. All right. SAS is on. Let's try this again. These have a lot more solid fuel, so we're going to get a lot of burn time out of these. We also are on solid fuel, so we have no control over these, so we're probably going to get some pretty breakneck speeds here. But what's the worst that could happen? About halfway through this stage. Woo, we are going fast. Let's go ahead and break those off. Hope they don't bump us. Oh my lord, that was close. Alright, I'm actually going to kill the engine real quick and see where we're looking. So that first stage got us basically 227. I'm going to bump the throttle back all the way up. So we're going to go from this view here. Basically just going to keep burning full thrust straight up until we see some good moon things. The other thing we'll do is we'll click on the fuel here and we can click stage view so we can see how much gas is in this specific tank. Last thing you'll notice is as we break more and more resistance and atmosphere, this thing is going to start hauling. So we're going to need to be kind of careful with how much boost we're pushing. it down a little bit. Oh my lord, slow it down, slow it down. That'll work. It's not the prettiest thing we've ever seen. But we ran out of fuel. We might not have enough fuel again. Right, let's stage it. Get a little bit of thrust just to get away from it there. We'll come at 1.1 million. That's not too bad. Alright, let's speed it up. Let's get out here. Alright, what we're going to do is get to the periapsis again. Trying to get there without going too far past it. That'll be good enough. Okay, so we're going to want to get to the retrograde. Come on, Miss Pilot, get to the retrograde. And we're going to start burning. First, it'll start to affect our orbit on Kerbal. Eventually, we'll push ourselves into an orbit of the moon. Which is what we want to see right there. Hiya! Alright, let's go fast forward again. Let's get around to the periapsis on the moon now again. Let's bring the apo down. The other thing we want to try and do is we want to try and land on the light side of the moon. It's really hard to land on the dark side of the moon. So, let her rotate back around. Which, oh yeah, by the way, because we've stranded our other pilot last time, we had to go for our backup pilot, which is Valentina Kerman. So, we're all about equality. Going in, going in, going in, going in, going in, going in. That'll be good. 35 will be good. What I like to do that's really super irrelevant, but just for me, is I like to get a nice orbit first before we start trying to figure out landing. Oh! I was headed the wrong way. She didn't get it flipped around in time. Bring that apo in. At least get it down to like... Actually, what we could do from here is if we bring it all the way in, it'll come around to us, and our landing will be right over this way. So let's do that. Come around a little bit. Keep coming. That'll be good. Alright, so we have no periapsis because we're coming in on the moon. Right there, theoretically. Which, by the way, if you're looking at our spaceship view, there's the moon. I don't know if we can see, there's the sun. I don't think we can see Kerbal anywhere. But... Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to want to keep retrograde. So this is where we're going to look as we get closer. We'll keep an eye on our true altitude and see, hopefully, everything works out. Let's get our distance down a little ways. Oh, we're still climbing. I was like, why are we going up? Still climbing to our apo, so we're not even actually on the decline yet. There we go. Get down to a good 30,000-ish, give or take. Let her get that bad boy flipped around. She's really having fun with the engine, apparently. We're going to give it a little bit of boost. Trying to get our speed down, and also you'll see that this part here is going to slowly make its way up to where we're going to be going straight up and down onto the moon, not sideways. The other thing we need to keep in mind is we don't want to burn too much fuel to where we have nothing to come back with. So, come in a little bit more. There, we're we're starting to see a little bit more. Let's get below 10 before we do another burn. Oh my, okay, we need to do a mega burn. We need to do a mega burn. No need to be alarmed. We're in good hands. Oh, okay. We stopped it before it got out of hand. So if you look here over on the left on MacJeb, which I have explained to you, you will see that the observe 16.4 science right there. So hang on, sorry, I gotta do science because every time I forget about this, and then we end up not being able to do anything else because I forget to do it. No science from that? Are you kidding me? All right. Click this whale movement temperature. No science from that either. Oh, I think we're going up. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. So over here on the left, you can see our actual true altitude is 2.3. Where on this, it's saying 6.4. So that's what I'm talking about. We would have slammed into this because we're on like a mountain, which actually looks pretty iffy for landing, but we're going with it. Okay, now we're falling again. So remember, we got to keep our speed under 12 meters a second when we hit the ground, or else these will explode, and then this will explode, then this will explode, and then this will explode, and then she's stranded on the moon. Keeping an eye on this, we want to get down to 1.5, I think is what I'm going to do. Start giving it a little bit of a burn. Don't need to go too crazy here. We just want to take it nice and slow. This is going to be kind of a slow process, but as long as we live, that's all I care about, really. Nice and slow. So, how's your guys' day? Good? Good. Hopefully ours will be just as successful here, but up to find out. Okay, give it a pretty heavy burn here. Okay, bring it back down. Bring it back down. Try and find that sweet spot where we're falling, but we're still slowing without burning a ton of fuel. Damn! Probably land with like 335 fuel left or something, which shouldn't be too bad. There's our shadow, huh? Here it comes. Okay, under 12, Greg, under 12. $170 falling. We're gonna take it up just to really slow it up. 5.5, we should be good right there. Hopefully we don't hit it too hard. Take it up just a little bit. Really slow it down. Really slow it down. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, let's just... We gotta get ourselves kind of... We wanna... Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Oh boy, that's bad. That's bad. Alright, we've landed on the moon. That's what happened right there. You guys thought we wouldn't make it, but we made it. I'm gonna bring the legs in. Let's do some science. And let's see if we can get off here. 100 science we're gonna get from this. Observe some goos here. 40 science there. Where is our 48 there? I'm actually just going to do these twice because they got us nothing from low orbit, so they'll be diminishing, but at least there'll be something. 32. Perfect. And apparently that's kind of what's supporting our nose up, so let's leave that open. Because I'm hoping, we got to get out and do an EVA, but I'm hoping we can kind of open. There's Valentina. She's going to let go. All right. Whee! Oh God. Oh boy. Valentina has died on the moon. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to plant a flag. Boom. We're going to name it first. LOI. Moon. Landing. Wow, I pushed S. Wow, I did. How did I spell that so bad? What is today? Let's look at the old calendar. January 24th. 1/24/2019. All right. The thing we're going to do is we're going to go this way a little bit. We're going to take a surface sample. 120 science. Scoop some of the sands up here off of the moon. We're going to do an EVA report. That's another 32 science. And we're going to jump for funsies. And we can jump like 4 meters in the air. 40, 10, jump. Oh, 3. I'm going to call that 3.5. All right. God, we're not going to make it off of this. We're going to be doing this again. I'm calling it right now. Grab on. Beat aboard. I wonder if I extend these, will that help me at all? Nope. Alright. Let's turn on SAS. If we do just a very light thrust. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Up. What's up? Up is towards the blue. All right. Come on, baby. Get up off that ground. I don't want to go too fast. We're going to start breaking stuff. I really would like to make this a success. You know what we'll use is we'll use this mountain as a ramp. This is, let me tell you right now, this was NASA stuff right here. This is what they had to do. Oh boy. Oh boy, I pushed the wrong button. Oh boy. Okay. This is ridiculous. I've never had to do this, and this is not ideal. Oh boy. I have no control over this ship. Oh, it's gonna roll. Don't break anything. Turn this way. Have I mentioned I'm not good at this? Oh no! Oh, damn it! Oh yeah, Jim Stanley brings up a good point. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna live, we're gonna learn. I'm actually gonna add some more fuel to this second stage. We're gonna take this up. We're gonna take this up to the next level. That's what we're gonna do here. God, I was really hoping we would have pulled that off. While live streaming, are you kidding me? That would have been awesome, but okay, we're gonna add another tank here. If I put... No, I'll store it. I'll store the data before we come back into orbit. So this will just all come back toward Kerbal with us. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna add another tank there so we have more fuel there. That's gonna help us. Because ideally, if I can get an orbit completely made and ready to land in this stage, then I wouldn't be wasting all the fuel at this stage, so we'd have more than enough to make it back. Because my worry is even if we took off, I don't know that we would have made it back. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a terrible decision. We're actually going to take this up to... We did 6 last time, we're doing 8 this time. We are so dead serious about making it, and we still have all the attachments, so it's all good. Let's make sure we restage it correctly. That's good, that's good. Everything looks like it's still the way it is. Perfect. I'm gonna save it again. God, we were so close. So close. Have I mentioned I'm not good at this game? Here we go. This is one of those games where they made it where, oh, you can explore other planets in the solar system. And I'm spending 75 hours trying to get to the freaking moon. The first moon. Because actually there's Minimus, or Minmus, where the hell is it? Out here. Which is just a second moon on Kerbal. But no, we'll never get that far. Rotate a little bit more. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's go a little bit further. Yeah, I'm feeling confident about this one. All right, SAS. So we added another fuel tank to our second stage, and we also added 2 more solid fuel boosters to this stage. With no fear that it's going to go wrong. Actually, it does look pretty stable, all things considered. Just see him just ripping through the skies. Yes, Jim Stanley, more boosters indeed. Also, I watched the last one. The last stream, I had a hard time keeping up with comments. I'm going to try and keep up with you guys this time. We'll see. There's already a lot going on here, so it's hard for me to keep up. But alright, we're going to take the throttle up all the way here. So when we launch this next one, we'll hopefully thrust out of these falling off. Hopefully they don't bump us, especially now that we doubled them up. Don't bump us. Okay. Actually, it was a really clean break. We're going to maintain thrust. There we go. Take 2. Better looking rocket, in my opinion. Not as squatty. Going to the moon this way takes a lot more thrust and a lot more money. It's not really economical, which is why they don't do it. But in science mode, we have no money, so we don't need to worry about crap like that. And it's way faster. Looking okay on fuel. Actually, get a little bit further. Last time I think we ran out right about just before, once we intercepted it, so slow it down, slow it down. 1.4, that's good. I'll take it. We still have 472 fuel on this stage. So we lived and learned, so we know that we don't get anything off of the temperature last time. Nah, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it and do double the temperature on the moon's surface, because I feel like that's going to give us the most science. So let's speed it up. I don't want to be on retro. At this point, I'm just thinking out loud. Get to relative, that's okay. Let her get this flipped around here. Get to retro. Alright, let's do a burn. And this rocket booster has a lot more thrust to it, so it'll be able to get us a faster orbit too. Besides that little dude. Not even push it all the way up. Bring it around, baby. There it is. Okay. Slow the thrust down a little bit. Get about, do 40 or so. Okay, that's good. 37.5 is good. All right, let's speed it up again. Let's get all the way around. Okay. Tend to do that. Let her flip around to the retro again. And start doing a burn. Bring that Apo in. Get in there, get in there. It's not bad. Alright, let's get around to the other side here, and what we're going to do is, right before the Apo right here, we're going to do a burn again, try and land on this side. Hopefully. Hopefully successfully. Alright, get that flipped around there, Valentina. Also, if you want to see, well, the moon, sun, Kerbal. Also, we can do, I never did this before, we can do a crew view, which is actually all in the cabin, where Valentina's hanging out. She's got a little bit of a space view there. She's got not food and air and food on the left, looks like, and over here's laundry and toothbrushes, so you never know what you're going to need in space. Alright, retro, let's burn this bad boy. We're going to run out of fuel on this stage. Oh, shoot, dang. That's actually going to be a good... Ooh, that's almost in the crater. That might be a bit of a tricky landing spot. We might bring it in a little bit. So let's stage this real fast. Whoop, get out of the crew view. Stage this, get rid of that whole stage. Gonna stay on retro, and we're just going to do a light burn. I want to get to about right here. Actually, I'm going to get to right before right there. Because I think we're going to lose a little bit as we enter the very non-atmosphere of the moon. Right there's good. All right. Oh, yeah. No way this time it's going to go wrong. Past the Apos. We're going to be descending now. All right. Let's go ahead and just extend these now because we can. Beauty. Alright, let's speed it up a little bit. Let's get below, I don't know. We'll say 30,000. We'll just make a guess. I would say it's educated, but as we've seen, we know it's not, so. God, it comes at us so fast and scary. Okay. 30,000. Let's let her flip this bad boy around to the retro. Start burning off some speed. Let's go ahead and see. This is a little bit higher orbit than before, so let's go ahead and see if we can log some pressure. Still nothing. Apparently we know everything about the pressure and the temperature of the moon already. I might have done that when we came the first time. That might be why, but... Alright. Burning some speed. Okay, we're going to get a little bit crazier here. See, there it adjusted, so 8.2, 8.0 is what we're looking at now. get below 5. We're looking over on the left-hand side now, not the upper hand, because we're going to hit a little bit higher than sea level, so to speak. Is it still called sea level if it's on the moon? You're asking the wrong guy. I'm asking the wrong guy. I'm the one asking, I guess. Oh, this looks nice and flat. It looks flat. I don't know if it is flat. Under 2. All right, let's get under 1, and then we'll just really put a heavy burn on it and see if we can't make this landing a bit quicker. One 1.3, 1.2, 1.1. All right, what did we need to be under for our struts? 12 meters a second. We need to be under. So right now, at this speed, these struts would break right off and we'd explode and die. Again. So what we need to do is just do a little bit more. We know exactly how far we need to go. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. We're barely picking up speed, which is perfect. I don't see our shadow. Oh, there it is. It's right below us. Just like we planned it. 140. I think if we leave it right at this, we will time it perfectly to where we'll hit right before. Valentina keeping those thrusters right where we want them to be. Let's bump it up just slightly. Land it. Oh, you're the worst. Oh, that's bad. She's having a hell of a time landing this thing. We may need to do a different build on this to see if we can land it better. This is really getting frustrating now. Well, regardless, we're going to do some science here real quick. Ooh, maybe we'll do that and then try and go. Because that's not a bad idea, but it is. Take some science of the old temperature of the moon. Brr, it's cold. Go ahead and actually bring these in so we quit hopping around like that. Where was our other thermometer? Right there. Don't break. Okay. Do another EVA. We're going to plant another flag. Because the last one didn't save, we're going to do this. First LOI landing. Oh, we should put moon. It's obvious, but it's fun. I already forgot the date. 20-something. 24th. 1/24/2019. Okay. We're going to take a surface sample. We're going to do an EVA. The report is the dust is getting everywhere. That's what Valentina has determined about the moon. Alright. Board back in this bad boy. Board. B. 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 Really? Okay, we're going to turn on RCS here. There we go. There's a clever grab on. Alright, we can get rid of mech jib here. Got the samples all ready to go. I don't know how I'm going to do this again. This didn't work last time at all. Alright. Let's open these crew doors. Oh, yeah! Okay, you need to get up. You need to get up. You need to get... Oh, God. Oh, God. You need to get up. SAS. Prograde. No, that's into the ground. Oh, no! That's into the ground. Oh, no! Oh! Damn! We should have quick saved. That's a good call. I don't remember the button. Alright, we're going to improve. We're going to improve upon our landing. How? How are we going to do this? Alright, what we're going to do. We're going to... I want to extend... F9. Okay. We're quick saving this time. I promise. How do we... We need to put these out further. Should we just make some kind of like really tacky... Put like a structural... just like... some hilariously bad. Will that work? Why do I feel like it's going to hit those boosters on the side, though? Can I... Here, let's try this. What if... Can we attach legs? 2 legs? Bet no one's ever thought of that. They have and you cannot. That's the answer to that question. Okay. What if we put this on here? Let's just do this. Let's put that on there. Now let's see if we can attach the legs to that. Yeah, baby. You want to talk about not aerodynamic? That's only going to be 4, though. Am I going to be able to squeeze? Such a bad idea. I know it's a bad idea. And I still want to try it. And I don't have the little boosters. I have these. Then we won't have enough to get back. F5, quick save. Okay. We'll quick save this time. Maybe that's our best bet, is just get up there, quick save it. And then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. Get up there, quick save it, and then just try our approach a couple times. Because I don't think we're going to be able to fit anything. And we don't have enough. Like if we put an engine on this little pod, get rid of this bigger chunk altogether, we're not going to have enough to make it back. Crap! I thought, oh man, we'll get there in no time. I won't know what to do for the rest of the stream. Nope! Stupid freaking moon. What a pain in the butt. All right, here we go. This is the one. I lied to you guys before, but this is the one. I'm not lying anymore. Yep, that's where we want to be right there. SAS on. And off we go. Again. I mean, we've seen the amount of science on there, so if we can make it back, we'd be able to get some sweet stuff and really push it further, but we're talking at least, I think, 300 to 400 science at least, it seemed like. Let's go ahead and take our thruster all the way up. Don't touch me. Okay. It hasn't yet, but something's bound to go wrong each time. Alright, we're doing our burn to the moon. Let's go ahead and stage view our fuel. Let's actually look at... Does it have the buttons on here? Not off the top of my head, not that I remember. Alright. We'll Google it real quick while we fly. Kerbal. Whoops. Quick save. And load. Double check. Yeah, F5 to quick save, F9 to load. Okay. F5, F9. I'm going to write it down because I'll forget. In the midst of everything else being bad at this, I'm also forgetful, so the odds are stacked against us. That's what's going on here. Here we go. Slow it down. Oh boy. Not bad. I've decided the point of this video is to show you guys how hard it is and how many tries it takes to get to the moon in this game. Yep, that's what it is. It's a real learning experience for you guys. I could do it first try, but I really wanted to show you the difficulties. Yep. I'm 100% sticking with that story. Alright, let's go retro. While she does that, let's get a little bit further in. She won't flip around while we fast forward, but I really want to get a little bit closer. To retro. Burn it. Max thrust. Kill it. Let's bring it up just a little bit more. We're almost out of fuel. This part I feel like I'm getting better at now, though. I feel like this part I'm starting to understand. Alright, get to retro there, lady. Let's bring that apoapsis down. Let's get serious about it. Alright, that's it for the stage. So let's go ahead and boopity boop away from that bad boy. See where we're at. We're going to get to about right here again. We're going to get a good descent coming in, and then we're going to have 5. Yep. I say this with confidence. It's good, perfect. Let's get to the retro. I want to get on the other side. That was a good landing spot, though. I liked it. So let's get to the other side of that crater there. About right here. There's a good spot. Oh, a little bit more. And right there looks good. All right. F5. Quick saving. That's what we want to see. No more games anymore. This is real life stuff here. Oh boy, we're going faster than I want to do. Okay. All right, let's get on the retrograde. Let's get below like 15-ish. Let's try and push our limits a bit more here. Let's get these legs open. Let's open our legs up. Alright, let's get the retro here. Slow our speed down again. At about 6.6 kilometers is what we're looking at. And falling. Got a good burn. We're slowing down. We're still kind of descending at a good speed, which is good. I kind of like where we're sitting. We're just going to keep it here. We're going to keep a nice, steady, slow fall. Perfect. Let's fall to about 1.5. There's Kerbal again, though. So beautiful. Valentina, by the way, is having a hell of a time if you look at her. I mean, she just loves it. She loves everything about it. That, or she's a mouth breather. You know, maybe that's just how she breathes on a day-to-day basis. We're not going to be ones to judge. You know? We're looking okay on fuel, which is good. 647. 1.9, 1.8, 1.7. Let's get a good burn. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Shadow is right below us again. Get to about 300 and we're gonna really just boost it. I'm trying to make this as fast as I can without destroying us. So when I do it in real life, I take a long time because I'm very bad at landing. So there we go. That's a nice, slow, steady decline. Losing speed, which is good. 200 meters, which is good. Let's just slow it down a bit. Give it a little thrust right at the end. We need to slow down. The impact of these is 12 meters a second. We know that's the statistical impact, but the problem is we're hitting too fast and then we bounce and then we can't recover from our bounce. So we need to hit it like 2. This is looking promising. This is looking promising. Just keep it, Valentina. Keep it, Valentina. Wobble back. Yes! It's a little wobbly. God, is it wobbly. All right. We're going to F5. We're going to F5 the hell out of this right now. F5. Quick saving so fast. Okay. Whew. Let's observe some material bays. 100 science intermixed with some of the samples. You have a sneaking suspicion that they'll never be able to get to the lab. They'll never be able to get the lab clean again. What we're going to do is we're going to do that twice. Actually, realistically, I'm going to do all of these twice, just because we might as well. We're here. It took us forever to get here. Do them twice. Maybe we'll never have to come here again. We just hate the moon now. We're like, you suck, moon. All right. Which is probably, which might be why we've never done it again in real life. That, you know, some food for thought there. We're seeing firsthand how much this sucks to try and do. All right. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to close this. Got them all. Okay. Now we're going to do something a bit different. So this is a little bit more extreme. So EVA, she's going to hop out. She's apparently, when she gets out, she stabilizes the rocket because she shouldn't have had the extra lunch. Anyways, okay, so we're going to let go. If we push R and turn on RCS here, that's what enables her thrusters. So we can let go, and we can actually use her thrusters. Oh, I rocketed her into the ground, not up. That's not what I meant to do, but that's okay. She's okay. Get it up, Valentina. Whew, it was intense. Okay. Right clicker. Plant a flag. Site name. First, we're going to put parentheses 3. LOI landing. Nah, we'll just do moon landing. 1/24/2019. Okay. We're gonna jump for victory. Oh yeah. All right. Let's take a surface sample. Made of ballistic rocks. Okay, EVA report. 32 science there. Make sure we got everything. It looks like we did. Okay. Now, which side was the side we came out on? I think it was right here. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so RCS. Let's see if we can't get her. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's get her more lined up. I need like a straight shot. I'm not good at turning and stuff. Hit. Get up there. Hit up there. Hit up there. Get. Please. 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 Oh. Alright. If we land on that parachute, I think we'll have a good chance. Grab. First try. Alright. F5. The power of quick saving is just going to save us. I've decided that's what happened in the real NASA stuff, is they quick saved all the time. So, all right. So now our plan is to turn on the SAS, and we're going to attempt to orbit the moon, and then we're going to shoot back to Earth, or Kerbal in this case. So let's go ahead and give her a little bit of thrust. Let's go ahead and retract these bad boys. We're going to go for a prograde. Valentina's going to give us a nice, smooth orbit. We're just going to thrust up. Picking up some nice speed. nice orbit. How is that our Apo if it's all the way out here? Oh, it's this way. Oh, ha. Perspective is everything, huh? Alright. Let's get to the Apo. This is where we'll just save some energy. Okay, let's see if we can just... Actually, I don't think we're going to be able to. Let's go ahead. Speed it up a little bit. We're coming back with the science, dagnabbit. Just try and stop us, space. Please don't. Please. Please don't. It is clear that you could stop us if you wanted to, and that's what I'm not okay with. I just want a periapsis. There we go. Alright. So if we do some maths right, we're going to use the game and use a maneuver node here. If we boost right here, I think... Oh, that's the wrong way. That's going to be retro. Let's go prograde. We will get a... It's right about there. That's okay. So our periapsis is 7.5 million. That's That's what we're looking for. Yep, 100%. That's what we planned on doing. So let's warp to next maneuver. We're going to put it on maneuver mark here. My heart can't take much more. I'm going to tell you guys that much right now. This game is intense enough playing solo. It's more intense trying to show people how intense it is. Alright, so we're going to get into the maneuver node. What we're going to do here is... it's 54 seconds until we hit the maneuver node, and it's 4 seconds burn time. So what we're going to do is we're going to stagger it on both sides. So we're going to start our burn at 2 seconds, and then it'll be 2 seconds on the opposite time. So that we're going to stagger it so that on the 0 mark it's going to be exactly in between. That's the plan. We're going to make sure we're lined up with the node, which we are. 334 fuel, which actually is going to be more than enough. Our re-entry should be pretty intense, but I think we'll have enough to make it. And we can't forget that we need to store all of our science in our little storing module. So I don't want to fast forward because I'll miss it. So we'll just wait. We're going to wait. We're going to just talk about the day. Good time to mention Losers of Initiative podcast. A podcast where 4 friends play a ongoing story campaign jumping multiple RPG systems. You can tune in every Sunday at 5, free on Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, and Google Music, or wherever you get your podcasts from. That was pretty good. I did the burn while I did all that. Can you believe it? All right, so we're going to fast forward. We're going to get back into orbit of Kerbal, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get to the Apo. I'm going to have 5. Maybe it didn't work. I'm going to have 5 again. Quick saving. Actually, what I should do is I should bring my apoapsis in, because we're going to be coming in at just ball-burning speeds. If we don't. She's having a hard time controlling it because we're probably out of electrical power from hovering forever. So let's let her get it on there. Let's burn it. Woo! And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a nice burn and get this down to not quite atmosphere. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to... Because we're running low on fuel here. 196 fuel up there. So I'm actually going to get us into like 50,000. Oh boy. Yeah, 40,000. 40,000 is good. Here's what we're going to do. we're going to try stuff here and see if we can figure this out. Because we're running out of time. We're supposed to be hitting an hour, and we're way past an hour. So what we're going to do here is we're going to open up our service bay. Right-click this, and we're going to collect all the experiments we've had so far. Let's get rid of this. Transfer all of it. Okay. So everything should be relatively stored in there, but this whole pod's coming down with us. So we're going to close that. And we're actually going to, we quick saved. Let's quick save again. F5. I'm just going to quick save all the time now because it makes things hopefully simpler. All right, we're going to disconnect. Keep it on retro. So now it's nothing but this pod. All of our fuel, our engines, everything is gone. See you later. But we can always revert to loading if we need to. What we're going to do is we're going to come in full speed here. It'll slow us down. Okay. So this is going to be 40,000. So we're going to enter the atmosphere a little bit in hopes that we kind of slow down and then we go back around. That's the hopes. Because we are going 33,100 absurd miles per hour. So, don't need to really watch that too much, but so let's look at our APO. So we'll say 7 million. So it's coming in, we can already tell, but basically going to watch. We don't want anything to burn up here. As we enter thicker and thicker atmosphere, we're coming back in. Check on it. So we still have an APO, so we're still not going to land touchdown necessarily yet. There's some heat. That's my biggest concern. We come in too fast, we're going to start building a lot of heat. We're going to start blowing up our parachutes and stuff, so that's good. I mean, it's hot, but it's not, once the bar maxes out is when it explodes. So that's okay. That's okay. How low are we going? About 40,000? 37, yeah, okay, so we're coming up to about the 37,000 mark, so that's good. Slowing us down. You can see we're losing a significant amount of speed. Got to be careful with re-entry here. We've done a lot so far to get to this point. I'll be damned if we don't actually succeed. For you! 37. It's still falling, still falling. Oh, there it's kind of tapped out. Okay, now we're climbing again. So we're good. So the hottest it's going to get is right here, because as we climb, we'll actually lose a bunch of speed. Still coming down, still coming down. Now we may still end up coming back in later over here. Actually, the sunny side, the daytime would be nice if we get there. But you can see it's already coming down. I mean, we're down to 400,000 and still falling just because of the resistance of the Earth. So we're basically just using it to slow us down. An alternate theory is we could have come in full bore, staying like this and keeping the thruster on there, and we could have actually thrust it against to slow us way down. That is a common way to do it. If you're trying to save your boosters and your fuel tanks and the money and all that stuff in the career mode, that's definitely a good idea, but this pod is so light that it slows way down on its own, and there's really no reason we need to do that. Come on, baby. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to speed this up a little bit, because this real time is kind of bland. Speed it up all the way, as fast as we can speed it up. So now the periapsis is starting to fall. It's going to be 25,000, 23,000. Come on, get to the ocean. Get to the ocean. We have no control over anything that's happening right now, so get to the ocean. Really, anywhere we land, I think we'll be fine. What the hell is this right here? It's a scary looking spot. So we're definitely gonna orbit, basically orbit one more time. We're definitely gonna land on this next time. As soon as we start to break into that low atmosphere, like 20,000 or less, I mean, this thing is gonna just come straight down. So There's no way that this is not going to work. I say that, but there is a way. So we're staying on 4 times. Taking it as fast as we can. We're keeping it on retrograde. Valentina is pretty content. She's having a good time. There's really no reason why you shouldn't there, lady. We're doing great. We're almost there. So we're almost at max speed again. So the other thing too is 91,000 is our apoapsis, the highest point. We're only going like a little over 2,000. So we were going over 3,000 when we came in the first time. So just starting is going to be slower. So that's going to be good. There is a ton of science from the moon surface on this ship that must land on this entry and not explode for us to be successful. A ton. Everything we'll know about the moon is on this ship right now. 100%. I really wish I could go faster than 4 times. This is painstakingly slow. Alright, we're going to start falling here. Re-entry is about 70,000, so we'll see that. Let's go ahead and look at the cab. Let's see what Valentina's looking at. Still just space. I guess I could rotate her so that she could see. Whoa, don't do that. Hey, there's Kerbal. See, there you go. There's space in Kerbal. A lot of dials. A lot of buttons. Speeds. I'm not going to touch any of these. I don't know if they do anything, but they scare me. Alright, here we go. Getting close. 77,000. So we're coming up to the 70,000 mark. That's where we're not going to get immediate resistance, but that's kind of what's considered orbit in space. So I think about 50, I think it's about 55 to 50 is where we'll start to see some serious atmosphere resistance here. See, right here would be amazing, right here in the ocean. That's where we'd want to be, but that's okay. Come on, baby. These people didn't show up just to watch us float around Kerbal for 20 minutes. There we go. We have no periapsis now. We're already hitting slight resistance. No periapsis. We are going to be touching down here and falling back. It's cruising. Ooh, we may hit water. We may hit right in here. Oh, it may even make it all the way out. Now we're burning. Now we're burning. Alright, keep an eye on the heat. Heat is important. We want to make sure our heat looks good. I don't see any red bars, which is good. Our speed is dropping drastically. We're at 30,000. Oh, yeah, we're coming right into the water. Right into the water. Alright. Oh, don't open the service bay. Oh, my lord. Oh, that would have been so bad. I would have been so mad. We're going to pin this radio mount parachute. I just want to see when they're safe to open. They are safe to open. And our third stage, which is the parachute on the top, which also is safe, so we might as well just launch it. Now, keep in mind, we're on 4 times. I never took it off 4 times. That's not a smart idea. They are open. And we are now going to fall at 4.4, 4.0, 3.2, about 4.0 meters per second we are going to fall. Onto the ocean. Huh? Damn, I can't believe we pulled that off. That's actually... Whew. Oh, it's dropping. Oh, yeah, about 4.0, 3.94. All right. We still have a little bit of electric charge, too, which is irrelevant. But for transmitting and stuff, that's where that comes into play. We're at 4 times, and we can't go any faster. This thing is going to fall painstakingly slow. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to F5 quick save in case this doesn't work. But we're going to cut this parachute, and we're going to cut this parachute. There we go. Now we're going to fall at about 7. That's a little bit better. This can especially... Okay, that was a loud bang, and I was really worried. All right, so we're going to recover the vessel. Recover it. Why didn't you recover it? We made it. Huh? We got 411 science from that one mission. That took us over an hour because we're terrible. What we're going to do now is so we got 400 science. Let's spend it real quick while we're all here. So 90 science. This is going to get us some nose cones, some fairings. It gives us a radial decoupler that actually sticks out further. So we're going to want that. That's 90. We need that. This is propulsion systems. This has to do with smaller engines. This also has to do with smaller fuel tanks and engines for docking and space maneuvers. So that would be pretty good. That's 90. Let's get that. Advanced flight control, lander can. There's some more propellant tanks. That's RCS stuff. Oh, here we go. Here's the thruster block for the docking and whatnot. That's what it is. So let's get that. We got 172 left. Space exploration. Here's a storage container. You can store 4 Kerbals on orbit without any real provisions in return. It also has wheels if we want to make a rover, and it's got a ladder, which helps with getting back into the ship. What is this? These are all adapters. Clampotron, that's for docking 2 ships together. Electronics, which has lights. What is this? Unarmed manning, or unmanned vessels. That's what that's for. That's 90. What's one of these? These are 160. So we could actually get one of these and not get another 90. Which I'm actually leaning towards like this one, because this has a couple of modules in it that has a bigger service bay, which allows us to put it on the bigger fuel engine that we were using. Has a bigger landing can, and has a bigger command pod, which can have 3 crew in it instead of just the 1. So we could actually put a scientist, which generates more science, and then engineering, which is not really going to be useful for us, but that's monopropellant. This is advanced landing stuff, which I'm not super... Better struts. Yeah, that would be nice. Bigger tanks, which we have some pretty good fuel tanks. Adapters, jumbo fuel, just bigger tanks for less the price, which again, on science is... There's a bigger fuel engine. Ooh, there's that thing too. That thing's fun. This thing has a ton of thrust. Nope, let's go with the module. I really want to go with the module. Because the modules, we can take more people. We can start building bigger rockets and not having to do the little adapter. It's 160. So we're at 12. Real quick, let's just go in for anybody who's still around. Let's go ahead and just build. So let's save this again, because I can't remember if we saved it. And let's get rid of it. So just to give a perfect example, so here's the MK3 pod that we just got. It can have 3 Kerbals in it now, so what we can do is we can click on crew, and you can see we have a scientist, a pilot, and an engineer all in there. So that's good. And then like with the bigger fuel tank, the big ones that we've been using, like this one, fits perfectly. And we also unlocked the utility of the MK16 extra large parachute, which is actually made to fit on this instead. So, and then the old service bay, which is obviously this little inky dinky service bay, which doesn't fit, where now the new service bay is the size. So, I mean, much bigger. We can fit a lot more in this, so we'll be able to build just bigger rockets in general using those couple of things, which is why I went that direction. That's where I'm going to stop today. We successfully made it to the moon. Whether or not I play again and stream for you guys, I don't know. It may come up in the future. If you guys really like it, post it in the comments. Like it a bunch. Let us know if you want to see me try and do more. There's some things we could definitely do. Don't save. We obviously, as a conclusion, we stranded a man in space. He is still floating aimlessly in space, so I wouldn't mind going and let's actually go to him. We can actually go to our ship and check him out. Let's see who's on here. Jebediah. Jebediah's on here. This ship, this little itty bitty ship that we got. I wouldn't mind working on a ship to maybe go up and either get him out of there and get him safely back to Earth, or even, you know, I've done it before where I go up and I latch onto the ship and bring the whole ship back down with me. Usually it kind of gets destroyed going into the atmosphere, but, you know, he would be good to go. And another thing we can do is we want to get out to Minimus, or Minmus. So that's the second moon on Kerbal. More science, more advancement. A lot of stuff we could keep doing. I'm not good at any of it. I really am going to have to practice before we get to that point to keep us from spending 4 hours streaming of me finally getting there at the end, you know, having a better idea. Maybe I'll pre-build a ship that I know works, go over it and stuff, and still the flight will be there. But anyways, so I appreciate everything you guys do for us. Losers of Initiative podcast, Sundays at 5. I play a character named Grug. He's a barbarian who is currently in a Wild West world, so try and wrap your mind around that one. Until next time, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.